When I was a student at Cornell University in my sophomore year, I was studying for my final exams. It happened to be Mother's Day of 1961 because it became an iconic date in civil rights history. And I saw this incredible picture. A Greyhound bus had been firebombed, set on fire, and the kids inside, it turned out, had been pulled out and almost beaten to death. Black kids, white kids. This was the first freedom ride. The rides that were tried to integrate the southern states that were segregated by law. And I said to myself, this is not what America should be. This is not the way that we have learned about American history. I took my last final the next day and got on a Greyhound bus and ended up in Jackson, Mississippi. When we got off the bus in Jackson, there was this mob that had formed around the bus, people with axes and bricks and sticks, and we thought we were dead. But the police had resolved not to make the same mistake they had done in Alabama, where there was beatings and firebombings, and they arrested us immediately. They put us first in the city jail and then in the notorious state penitentiary of Mississippi known as Parchment. And we were put in individual cells where we stayed for almost 2 months. Nothing to read, nothing to write, no exercise. It was a very searing experience for those of us who went through it. And in fact, all the leaders for the next decade of the civil rights movement came out of that cell block in the Mississippi State Penitentiary. I came out of this very searing experience with incredible optimism about change in America. When we appealed our cases and we got out of jail, the Supreme Court eventually, which my case was involved with it, overturned our convictions and basically tore down the whole structure of segregation. And I said to myself, you know, several hundred students who were organized did some things that turned out to be pretty brave. We had to sign our last wills when we got on those buses. We changed American history. We changed American history. We didn't make America perfect. We know we have discrimination and racism today, which we are involved in fighting. But we changed American history. And so I came out of that with incredible optimism that if you get involved in your society, you can actually change things.